Silence is a weapon. Harness its power. I invite you to consider a force so powerful that it has shaped history, won wars, and inspired revolutions. A force that lies not in the strength of our voices, but in the restraint of them. This force is silence, a weapon that each of us holds, yet few of us know how to wield. In a world that constantly demands us to speak, to shout, to declare our opinions, silence feels like an anomaly. But I am here to tell you this. Silence is not the absence of action. It is not submission or fear. Silence is deliberate power. It is the ability to control yourself, to observe, to strategize, and to act with precision when the time is right. Let us go deeper into why silence is not just a weapon, but one of the most effective tools in your arsenal. Silence brings clarity. In our modern lives, noise is everywhere. External noise from conversations, media, and endless opinions, and internal noise from doubts, fears, and insecurities. Amidst this chaos, silence is your sanctuary. Silence is where clarity begins. When you pause the noise around you, you begin to hear the voice that matters most, your own inner wisdom. Think of the great thinkers and innovators of history, Albert Einstein, Nikola Tesla, or Marie Curie. Their breakthroughs didn't come from shouting their ideas to the world prematurely. They came from hours of quiet contemplation, where they refined their thoughts until they were ready to revolutionize the world. When you embrace silence, you see the bigger picture. You step away from the distractions and focus on what truly matters. You can sift through the noise of others' expectations and discover what you really want, who you really are, and where you need to go. So, the next time you feel overwhelmed by the world's noise, don't rush to contribute to it. Retreat into silence. Let it sharpen your vision and guide your next step. Silence commands respect. We live in a culture that celebrates loudness. The loudest voices on social media, in boardrooms, and even in friendships often get the most attention. But let me ask you this. Have you ever been in a room where someone spoke so rarely, yet every time they did, everyone stopped and listened? That's the power of silence. When you choose your words carefully and speak only when necessary, you project confidence, wisdom, and control. People respect those who don't waste words. They know that when you speak, it matters. Silence also demonstrates emotional strength. In moments of conflict or provocation, silence shows that you are not easily rattled. When someone criticizes you or tries to bring you down, silence is your armor. It sends a clear message. I will not be controlled by your negativity. I am above this. This is why silence is often feared by those who thrive on chaos. They cannot control someone who refuses to react impulsively. By choosing silence, you hold the power. Silence as preparation. Now let's talk about the misconception that silence is inaction. This couldn't be further from the truth. Silence is not passivity. It is preparation. Think of a lion in the wild. It doesn't roar before it hunts. It moves quietly, patiently observing its prey, studying every move, and waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Silence is the lion's greatest weapon. It ensures that when the moment comes, the lion acts with precision and efficiency. In your life, silence works the same way. When you work in silence without broadcasting your every move to the world, you are preparing yourself for greatness. You are building the skills, knowledge, and strength you need to achieve your goals. And when the time comes, you will surprise everyone, not with noise, but with results. Silence in relationships. Silence is not just a weapon in your personal growth. It is also a tool for strengthening relationships. In arguments, silence can de-escalate tension. In listening, silence can show empathy. And in moments of vulnerability, silence can create a safe space for others to open up. But silence in relationships is not just about what you don't say, it's about what you observe. In silence, you can learn more about people than words ever reveal. Their tone, body language, and actions speak volumes when you are quiet enough to notice. Use silence to truly understand others. Use it to connect on a deeper level. Use it to heal wounds that words alone cannot. Silence in action. Now, I want to give you a challenge. The next time you are in a situation where you feel pressure to speak, where emotions are high, or where you are unsure of what to do, pause. Choose silence. When someone criticizes you, resist the urge to defend yourself immediately. Let silence speak for your confidence. When someone underestimates you, don't rush to prove them wrong with words. Let your actions in the quiet moments speak louder than anything you could say. When the world demands you to explain yourself, to shout your plans, to broadcast your every move, choose silence. Work quietly and let your success make the noise. Silence is strategic. Some of the most successful leaders, strategists, and revolutionaries have used silence to their advantage. Take Mahatma Gandhi, who used silence as a tool for reflection and nonviolent resistance. His periods of silence were not moments of inaction. They were moments of profound strategy, where he prepared himself mentally, emotionally, and spiritually to lead a movement that would change the world. Or think of military generals who have won battles not by shouting orders, but by observing, analyzing, and acting at the perfect moment. Silence is the bedrock of strategy. It gives you the time to gather intelligence, assess your options, and plan your next move. In your life, you can use silence strategically as well. Whether it's in negotiations, conflicts, or even day-to-day interactions, silence can shift the balance of power in your favor. When you remain silent, you give yourself the upper hand by making others reveal more than they intended. The power of silence. Remember, silence is not the absence of power. It is the source of it. Silence gives you clarity when the world is confusing. It commands respect when others are clamoring for attention. It prepares you for action when the time is right. And it connects you to yourself and others in ways words never can. So today, I urge you to embrace silence. Make it your ally, your strategy, and your strength. Do not fear it. Do not underestimate it. And never let anyone tell you that silence is weakness. Silence is your weapon. Wield it wisely, and you will become unstoppable. Let me know if there are any other changes you'd like.